Welcome back, adulterers. This is volume 40, January 15th. Thank y'all again for listening to the Adulthood Pod. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for coming out to shows. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. You guys make us who we are. Woo! This episode, we break down birthday etiquette, going on dinners with your friends, and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Give us a like, a share, thumbs up, whatever it is. If you want to see me on the road, I'll be in Austin, Texas at the Creek and the Cave this weekend, the 19th to the 20th, and next weekend, the 25th to the 28th of January, I'll be at the House of Comedy in Phoenix, Arizona. Come check me out. Hit up my DMs. Come check me out. I'll have adulthood stickers. You can get them from me at the shows.
Yes.
Thank you. Where you gonna be?
I'm gonna be at Taj this Saturday. Come out. Anybody who's in New York, it's on 21st Street, and I'm coming through to shake it down.
Come get light with DJPM. Adulthood Pod. Thank y'all for listening. Adulterers, one love.
Bye, guys.
Good. We're good.
Are we rocking?
It's on.
Oh.
Volume 40, baby.
Oh.
The big 4-0.
Mid-pod crisis.
Welcome back. January 15th, Monday, January 15th. That's when this comes out.
Yes.
I don't know if this is when you're listening.
Yes.
But that is when this airs. Welcome back, adulterers. This is the Adulthood Podcast. If it's your first time tuning in, I'm Ian Lara. This is DJPM.
Hi, guys.
We're just two men trying to figure out life on a podcast.
We're basically everybody's uncle.
There's not enough men trying to figure out life on podcasts.
Nope.
So we decided to create our own.
Yes.
This is the #1 health and wellness podcast
Numero uno.
in the hood.
Yes.
And we thank y'all for listening.
Would you consider the hood the mundo?
No.
Okay.
The hood is I consider the hood. I used to have this when I was in high school. Like I had it was like a group of friends, but it wasn't just my friend. It was like a crew. It was like 3 different crews, right? That would all associate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I called that the hood.
Okay.
Like
all right.
the hood, it was just it's like a club.
You bring up a very good topic.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at this. Are you
Yeah.
a comedian or something?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Like when you have multiple crews and they link up together, is there ever I really don't like this person, but because they're associated with that crew, it's I tolerate them, or is everybody vetted?
Well, I mean, obviously you're talking about in younger days, right?
Yes,
Because now
yes.
I know 2 people, you and Marty.
That's
and
it.
Johan.
That's all you need.
Sometimes
That's
he's
all you
gone in
need to-
Arizona a lot.
Yeah,
but
that's all you need to know.
yeah, so now there's no crews
Yes, yeah.
everyone is married with kids or going through a divorce.
Yes.
But when you were younger, yeah, there was that thing. But I think that, I mean, that's why it's adulthood. That's why I say in the hood, because I always consider the hood to be it don't have to be we don't have to be exactly we don't have to all live in the same building, but we're all in the same
neighborhood.
Yeah, so it's different crews, and everyone who listens to the podcast, I feel like is part of the crew.
Okay.
And also,
Shout out. That's a t-shirt.
yeah, everyone. That's why we're the #1 in the hood, because we're the #1 health and wellness in our group. Everyone who listens to this,
They love
agrees.
it. Yeah.
And the people who don't listen to this,
Sorry, dude.
they want to get this off the air.
Yeah.
They're trying to get this off the air. But yeah, man, how you been? How was your week? We're just coming off that holiday funk.
I have been great. Actually, big shout out to the Plains crew. I don't know if you can see it. If you want to zoom in, there's a pin. The Plains crew.
Oh yeah, it's Rock Nation.
Yeah, Rock Nation. I ran into Emery. So
Yeah.
actually, this is a funny story.
Yeah.
I went to Nyan, New York or nowhere, because I wanted to get some apparel.
Oh, you went back?
Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
they got new stuff?
Yeah, they got a new release.
Oh,
yeah,
I
big
wanna
shout out
go.
to New York or nowhere. But the Rock Nation Plains crew store is right next to it.
Mhm.
So, obviously I'm going to venture into the next door
Yeah,
because, I like hats. This is a hat, big hat podcast. So I walk in and I'm not sure if you're familiar with Jay-Z's story, but he always talks about
course.
E. Emery,
Of course.
who held it down for them for so long.
Yeah,
He just came
he
home.
went to
So
prison.
yeah, he was in the store. Big shout out to Emery. He was in the store pouring Douce to everyone who made a purchase. And I was just like, this is the best customer service I've ever had, period. So not only did he say, hey, I think this is the right hat for you, but they also basically sushi rolled my hat to curve it perfectly. They had a whole process where they steamed it and then
really?
yeah, they curve your hat for you. And he was just like, hey, do you want a shot of Douce? And I'm like,
I don't mind if I do.
If I do say so myself,
Yeah, if I do
right?
say so
yeah,
myself.
so it was great. I was riding high.
That's great,
Big
man.
shout out to Emery.
That's
I hope
great.
somebody at Rock Nation sees this and shows it to him so we can get
Yeah.
sponsored.
Shout out to them. Shout out to New York or Nowhere.
Big shout out.
I got to get back and get more gear.
We got to get flown out
from them.
Yeah.
I went to the Knick game. I went to the Knick game a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
I went with Thanasis Atentacumpo. He got me tickets.
Nice.
Giannis's brother. Shout out to him.
When the Bucks were playing?
Yeah, the Bucks were playing the Knicks. I think they played over Christmas. I think he's gonna do the podcast. I think I'm gonna get him to do the podcast. He'll be our first
That'd be
NBA player.
I got a whole lot of NBA stories.
To come. Yeah, we just gotta wait. We just gotta wait for the off season.
I get misnomered as an NBA player, and it's like it's great until you have to like pay for stuff.
What is the definition of misnomer? What's that?
I totally used it wrong.
Yeah, no, I think you used it right, but like, what's the exact definition? You got that for us, Marty?
Our research team. Yeah. What happened to English major? I'm just playing.
A wrong or inaccurate name or designation.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all the time.
A misnomer. Yeah. How do you say it? Misnomer?
Misnomer. Yeah.
Or misnomer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Misnomer.
Mm-hmm. Misnomer. Yeah, no, you used it right.
Yeah.
So I went to the game. We had great seats. I went with my boy Stavros. He got a special out on
Big Stav?
on Netflix.
The mustache?
Yeah. Stavy,
he's hilarious.
Stavy baby.
Yeah.
He got a special out on Netflix. Make sure y'all check that out. And he's Greek and obviously the Greek freak from Milwaukee. So we went to the game and we were sitting close, like right up close, man. Dude, it's when you go to a game and you especially because I think I might have said it, but I went to I sat courtside in LA at the Clippers, not the Lakers, but the Clippers, still good. And I sat courtside, and that was a big deal because everyone is like, you look next to you and like everyone's so famous. But when you do it at the Garden, bro, like I wasn't in the front row, I was like row 10, but even then, like it's so hard to get into the front row because it's such a who's who of like celebrities
of
bro.
Everything. Yeah.
Like it was so many celebrities just like in the front row,
especially if it's a big team. Like
if
there's a star player,
and that was the Bucks,
true.
and it was New York City on Christmas, so it was a great experience. Yeah, I wish some crazy or stupid happened, but it didn't. We went to a bar after because we were trying to meet up with Atentacumpo after to see if like just to meet him.
Have you practiced that name? That's not an easy name to say. You say are you on like ESPN or something?
Yeah, I mean that's like my friend. Like we're like friends.
Boys now,
yeah,
so
it's my boy.
Because I fuck up Laura. Like I don't even know how to say it.
That's irrelevant. That name.
How you say it one more time?
Atentacumpo.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we went to a bar after, and we were just sitting at the bar. It's so funny, like when you sit at a bar, because we were just at the bar, and then we just had a drink. We just had like a beer just after the game, Christmas Eve, whatever. And then you're like, I feel like when there's two guys, sometimes your conversations just kind of just go inappropriate.
Oh yeah,
very fast, and then you got to remember that you're at a.
You're in
dude,
public.
Keep it, yeah, keep it down.
Yeah, that's like guys group chats. Like I'm pretty sure if my group chats, any one of them got released, I'm canceled.
No, for sure. I mean, the slurs that I have in there are no good for nobody. But I had a situation once with a friend of mine where his girlfriend went through his phone and she was looking at the group chat, and I was like, "You can't do that.
That's treason."
Yeah, I was like, "You can't do that."
No.
And then it was just so bad because I'm like, bro, there's people in that group chat who are married and are saying things and that they think that they're saying to their boy. And then you got your girl like
going through it.
Like I feel like now she needs to be killed. Like she needs to get she knows too much.
She knows way too much. And the thing
not
is,
really killed, like figuratively.
I don't believe in the gender wars or whatever.
I believe it.
But
men are winning.
I think that one of the things that people don't understand about like men is that like we are high level shit talkers and we're just like really trying to like be disrespectful to each other. Like the more disrespectful you can be to your friend, then like that means that like, you know what I'm saying? Because like brothers punch each other in the face and it's just like, you're still my brother.
Yeah.
You know? Right? So like that's the thing. But like I think anybody who doesn't have that knowledge and you just dive into the group chat, you're gonna be like, oh, this is how you talk and this is what you're saying. It's like, yeah.
Also, and I mean this respectfully, but married men are perverts.
The biggest.
They're perverts.
The biggest, because they're sex deprived.
Married men are like priests.
Yeah.
You know how like some priests like go down the pedophilia route because they're so deprived. That's how married men are.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get them in a group chat sending photos, they're not the single guys are not the guys you need to worry about.
It's the
because
married.
they're seeing it.
Yeah.
They're living it. It's the married men that haven't seen a naked body in years that are going crazy.
I have a question.
Please, love a question.
That kind of correlates to this. I was watching reality TV.
Sure, what were you watching?
With my significant other. I can't even remember the show. It's one of her shows.
By the way, side note,
Yeah.
where's The Bachelor?
Uh-huh.
That Vaughn went on, the one that Vaughn went on.
Yeah.
The girl that won just announced she's getting a divorce from the guy.
Oh wow.
On
Okay.
the first Bachelor.
What about the Golden Bachelor? Like, I think
Is that still going? Or did he die? Yeah, I know he was up there in age. He's alive? Oh, shout out to him. He was like 70 though, so
Yeah, he was
any day.
any day. But we were watching reality TV, and I
You don't
think it
remember
was
the show?
I don't remember the show. It's like
Can I guess? I
Yeah.
think it was like 90 Day Fiance.
Well, no, it wasn't like that. It was like
Married at First Sight.
It was one of those crazy shows like Catfish or
My
something like that.
600-pound.
I think it was
wife.
definitely that. I think it was
Is that a
definitely
show? No, my 600-pound life.
Yeah.
Life.
My 600-pound
My 600-pound life.
life.
Yes. And okay, the guy was a heavyset person, right?
A fatty.
Huge. And
How big we talking?
I'm talking about like 6+.
Ooh.
Like not getting out of bed.
Ooh.
But he was a player. It was funny. It was
Ooh.
like, yeah, it was a very interesting episode.
Shout out to him.
But
Shout out to everyone that listens to this podcast that weighs over 600
now,
pounds.
the craziest part about the episode, which is why, I bring it to the adulterers, the hood, our council,
Yeah.
is he had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
Was she skinny or was she a thickums?
she was like skinny to him. So she was 300. She was half his
Oh, a
size.
slim thing.
Yeah.
A
She was-
slim 300.
Yeah, she was half his size, right? She goes to his phone and he's sexting somebody,
Sure.
but he's using pictures that aren't of his own.
Was he using a skinny man?
Yeah,
Oh. See, this is the thing. You bring up a thing because this is what I don't understand about the catfishers, the people who pretend to
But-
be somebody else.
he was sending dick pics of a skinny man.
Yeah,
to
so I'm
another
like,
girl.
what is the benefit? One day you're going to have to meet the person.
But hold on, how about like? So, are you researching these pictures to send? Like, what's the thought process behind that?
On what?
I'm saying, so he's looking up pictures of other dudes to send to his person that he's catfishing, and I'm like, what? How does that work?
Yeah, you think that there's like a homoerotic thing
There has to be
to finding another man's penis to send to a woman?
Yes,
That's a good question. Is that gay?
not gay, but it's just like astronomical to me. My brain has not reached that level of processing.
Marty, you look confused.
You look confused.
Yeah, because I don't think that makes you gay. I think
I don't think that it
liking
makes it.
dudes makes you gay.
Well, there's a lot more
Oh,
things than that.
yeah.
Like
But like,
ordering whipped cream at Starbucks.
is that not?
What is wrong with Why do you hate joy?
It's not just liking men. It's a lot of things.
Why do you hate joy?
Like you do, like everything happy.
I have a joke about homophobic women who don't want men to have joy. That's funny you mentioned that. Because I'm like, they don't like a joyful man.
Is it on your special? On Max?
It'll be on the new one.
In the garden?
It'll be on the new one.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the thing is, because here's the thing. There's a thing. You gotta search another man's penis.
So like then you have to like it's hilarious to me because it's just like, are you saying like this one doesn't look good? No, I
Yeah.
think this one looks better. No,
This one
I
looks
think
great.
I'll get a good response. if I
Perfect
send this.
size,
Like,
girth,
yeah,
veins. This could be mine.
that's crazy.
Maybe they're just
It's a little weird. You admit
I
that?
don't think
weird.
it makes you gay. I think liking dudes makes you gay. Or
It's not
like,
about
like,
gay.
I mean, now liking dudes don't even make you gay.
It
now.
doesn't.
I don't even know what the new rule is.
But it's
Like,
not-
I
That's
think-
true. That's very true. I stand
apparently, you
corrected.
could like men and not be gay.
Huh.
Yeah, that's like a thing.
Anything
I had a
goes.
girl tell me that if you like too many women, you're gay,
gay.
now. So I don't know what the
But
rules
it's not
are.
about that.
A man who likes
Okay.
too many women,
It's about,
a man
like-
who sleeps with too many women is gay. That's a new rule.
What runs through your mind of like research? Like, do you have a checklist of what a decent penis looks like that's not yours that you send to catfish? Like,
I mean, look, everybody tries to pretend whatever, you're supposed to be masculine, you know, but at the end of the day, the point you made is true. Because it's like, you see a penis and you're like, no, that one's ugly. That's not me. So naturally, you see one, you got to be like, that one's
one
pretty.
looks good.
I like that one more to represent me. Yeah.
Okay. I can see that thinking.
Yeah.
Weirdly,
Which makes me laugh. Like, yo, you really sat down. And the crazy part is he 600 pounds?
Yeah, that's disgusting. But I think that I think that it's funny because sometimes when it comes to porn, like I was never a fan of like lesbian porn. I think some men love it. Right? That's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's a thing. But like, I think some men don't like it because they always want to picture themselves as the guy.
Okay.
But then you if you want to picture yourself as a guy, you want a guy that be similar to you. So not just like any guy, right? So so I think it goes into the same thing where now you're picking guys that you think look like you or resemble you or remind you of you,
but that you want to like
that you want to pretend you're him.
That you're him.
So it is weird, but even if it is, who cares?
Yeah,
be gay.
I just think it's funny. No, I think it's funny because it's just like, hold on, like your actual girlfriend is half your size, and like you're trying to cheat on her.
Marty's yawning. Are we boring?
Are we boring you?
No.
No. But anyway,
is this podcast boring? Yeah. We're talking about penises and porn. What else do you want? What's more interesting than that?
We're breaking it.
Maybe let's talk about unicorns. Maybe that could keep Marty awake.
I think so.
No, it's a cute mug. Why did you pick on me? No, I was yawning because I wasn't getting enough oxygen.
So what did the girl say? What did this girl say?
I don't know. I tuned out because I was just like, I have to come back and talk about this on the show. So then it was just like,
yeah. That goes to show you, ladies. Even if you're 600 pounds, I'll still cheat on you.
I think that's what I was getting.
That
was the crux. That was the crux of the whole situation.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Do you watch 90 Day Fiance?
No.
We've never seen an episode. It's really interesting. Marty, have you seen it?
No.
Yeah, it's really one of those reality shows where you're like, all right, like I mean, reality shows are interesting, right? That's why they work. That's why they do them, because people get hooked on it. But the whole notion of like these people who meet online and then just get married. It's wild. But I get it. Like if you're just sitting here in America and you don't do well with women, you can't meet girls, you think, and then you go on some website and meet some beautiful Vietnamese woman and then why not? Like I get the notion of doing that.
Yeah.
But then you bring it to America and it's
downhill.
Yeah, I mean, they tend to leave. A couple of them in 90 Day Fiancés like have stayed, which is wild. Really? A couple of guys have brought women way out of their league to America, and then they come here, and then the guys like be cheating and doing like dirt. And I'm like, hence you swung for the fences, hit a home run, and then you're still.
Hence my 600-pound life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I think it used to be my 1,000-pound life.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think they
one person weighed 1,000 pounds?
Yeah, I think so. I think something like through regulation, they had to switch it because it was too gross.
That's crazy. 1,000, half a ton?
Yeah. The doctor in that show, he's like some doctor from Houston. I don't know if he's a doctor on every episode, but he's one of the doctors. He's like so mean.
Shout out to Houston.
Like he's so mean to them when they come.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, you're gonna die.
Oh my goodness.
This is it. Say bye to everyone.
Well,
to be 600 pounds though and lose it, that's impressive.
That's very impressive.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, being that this is our 40th
Val
40th Val.
Yeah,
volume 40. The podcast just turned 40 episodes old.
Mid-pod crisis.
Yeah. We're only 10 away from 50.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's only 50 away from 100.
Yep.
Which is only 900 away from 1,000.
We're going on tour soon.
That's half a ton we just learned.
Right. Yeah.
Marty,
which is 8,000 away from 10,000. We're like cooking.
We're like cooking in the kitchen.
Today's topic is birthday etiquette for not just for you but for friends. Being that it's the new year, right? We're only 15 days into the new year. It's birthdays. All your friends are gonna celebrate a birthday this year.
It's
Some of you are gonna get invited to the celebration. Some of you are not. If you're not invited, consider that a blessing.
Yes.
Because some people get offended. They're like, oh, why didn't I get invited?
Nope.
But a
Thank
lot
you.
of times it's a mess.
Yeah.
On Instagram, it looks, first of all, I gotta say this. I mean, obviously I'm not saying new information here, but the amount of fake fun happening on Instagram,
That's all it's about.
I know, but it is insane.
It's reached
bro.
new levels.
I mean, I've been at the places, and then I see a post from it, and the way it's painted is, I'm like, it was not.
It's
this
not like
fun.
this at all.
It was boring. You were bored. I was bored. We were bored. We
And
left.
They just jazz it up and they make it look like the time of their lives.
Yeah, it's insane. But
It's
shout out
crazy.
to everyone lying on Instagram.
I have a question.
Please.
I feel like guy friends really don't
Guy
even,
Fieri.
Yeah, with the blonde hair.
Mhm.
They don't even like each other to go out to the birthdays. Like a guy's birthday is like what? Going to the bar or something, or maybe going to the game. I don't think it's as elaborate as women's birthdays with the sparklers and the balloons and stuff. What do you think?
Men are definitely less that about their birthdays, but I think as you get older, especially if you're in a relationship, you might do a dinner party
Okay,
for your birthday.
for your guy friend,
For your guy, like let's say
You'll
it's your
plan it?
birthday. Let's say you don't plan it, but maybe your lady plans
That's
it
what I'm saying.
and invites
which
the-
is great.
yeah, the guy.
But I'm talking about like a guy planning another guy's birthday.
No, I don't think a man should plan another man's birthday unless you're going to the strip club. Then you should plan it.
Which is what we did. Shout out to CC.
You did took him to the strip club?
Yes.
For his birthday? I didn't even know that was a birthday celebration.
Yeah, definitely.
The strip club. How do you feel about my boys getting married? Shout out to Jason. He just got engaged.
Shout out Jason.
I'm gonna be his best man. What do you think about strippers for the bachelor party?
Where's the bachelor party going to be?
We haven't decided. We think DR.
Well, make sure all phones, like you got to treat it like Chappelle. All phones are away.
Yeah.
Make sure you have the NDAs signed.
Yeah.
Reviewed by all attorneys.
I'm definitely taking phones
You
away.
know what? Don't even. Let's stop talking about it. Let's talk
Yeah,
about this
I don't.
offline.
But honestly, I've said this before, and shout out to all our stripper listeners.
Shout
I'm not
out.
a huge fan of strippers.
We
and
still
what
got to
they
take
do.
a stripper out for pancakes.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather just go to Denny's with like you after you get off your shift
Yeah,
instead of.
I think that'll be great content.
I think I'm too self-aware, man. I've said this before. I just be at the shit. I'm like, why are you twerking like
It's
that?
very awkward,
Yeah.
especially like if they don't have rhythm. And like we went to the strip club. 'Cause it was my boy's birthday, and we went on a Tuesday. And let's say that if anyone knows about sports, you have your starters, and then you have your backups, and then you have the people that like sit on the end of the bench.
Yeah.
It was definitely.
Let's just say Tuesday is in prime time.
Yeah, it was definitely the third category of the ladies that were working there, and it was like, this is very awkward in here. Like there was grandma in there. There was a lot of flat backs, a lot of skinny minis in there, and it was just like, this is not fun.
No. I think I just haven't been to the right ones, but we listen to our strip club episode. We volume. We dive in to
It was
the
definitely the C team in
stripper
there.
talk. How much as an adult? How much do you think is appropriate to spend on your friend's birthday?
That's a great question. How close are you to this friend? Like, have they taken care of you when you're drunk?
Let's say, close enough where you're at the birthday. That's close.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah,
All
because
right,
I ain't
all right.
going to a lot of birthdays.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think it also depends on the location. Like I can do a good steakhouse, but if you're trying to take me to like the steakhouse on top of the Eiffel Tower, it's like I'm gonna respectfully decline.
Some steakhouses are very expensive. I went to Catch Steak recently to have dinner with my manager, and the bill was like $600. Just two
It was
people.
just
We
the
didn't
two
get
of
we didn't get nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
Just you, two of you.
Yep, two people. We
It's
got
like your worst trip to Applebee's twice.
3 times. It's 200. Yeah. Good try though.
At least you remember.
She got it, yeah, she got it.
At least you
You're
remember.
doing good. Yeah, 600 for 2. So you can't go to a steakhouse like that.
No.
But I think if you're going, I think 250.
$250 for the friend?
Yeah. That's allowed a little.
Nah, we got to be close. I'm not dropping
250?
250. Nah, not on a friend. No. Like, I mean, I guess it is New York.
But
so
I'm saying if you go
everything's
with a date.
Oh, okay. So it's 2 people.
2 people,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you meant 250 like for yourself.
No, 250 for 2 people.
For 2 people? Okay,
if you bring
that's
a date,
reasonable.
because
That's
like you
reasonable.
assume his girl set it up.
Yeah.
So you might go with a date.
Okay,
You
so
give
it's like a
250.
couple's dinner.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine.
What do you think, Marty?
Well, I feel like my question is always like, as you get older, like you have people that like do you expect people to make a big deal out of your birthday? Like, would you want people to take you out for your birthday to dinner?
As black men, your birthday stopped mattering at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you hit double
Once
digits,
you
it's
hit
kind of like
double digits,
start a business.
Yeah, go get a job.
Yeah.
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 So
no.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I also feel like I've had to go to a lot of friends' birthdays where there's like 10 people at a table,
Ooh.
and then Melissa's nodding.
Melissa's our
There's
intern.
10 people at a table
That you don't even
and-
know.
Yeah, and you walk into the restaurant and like one girl, like, you know, named Sarah is like, we're gonna get separate bills. Everybody's separate, but we're splitting the one birthday girl's bill. And then you have to split it like 10 different ways and it only costs $50. So everyone's like,
I got so much anxiety that the last time I went out for my birthday with a group of friends, it was like 5 of us. I just paid the bill.
You paid for
You
yourself.
paid for
on my
everybody?
birthday. Yeah, on my birthday.
on your birthday?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
nobody said anything to you.
I didn't make it a thing. I just gave the card to the waiter. He paid. They was like, "Where's the bill?" And I was like, "It's taken care of."
That's definitely a man thing.
I'm like, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah.
No.
I'm
Save
not
yourself
dealing
the
with
headache.
That's
not
not
doing
a that's not a thing that
That women
white,
do?
That white girls do.
this. Pay a bill.
In,
Tell me about
in
it.
their 20s. That's not a thing.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
But look, I'm not. I can't.
Did you plan the birthday?
No,
But you had to pay for it.
I didn't have to. They
But you
would have.
just didn't want to.
I didn't want to
You
deal
didn't wanna
with
deal
what she
with it.
just said.
Yeah.
It gave me too much anxiety.
Yeah.
I felt
And that's
it.
another thing too. It's like, what's
They were like mad, but I'm like, it's done.
what's the cap on the invite? I don't. It can't be more than like 6 people.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like, I don't think if it was like 10 people, I don't know if that would have been like a $2,000 bill. I don't know.
I don't like it. Don't plan nothing for me and have 100 people there. You know what I mean?
Depending on what it is,
Really?
right? If it's like a big birthday, if it's like a big, don't rent the hall and have 6 people there.
Yeah.
You know. But that bill split is just because I'm at the point in my life is like, and I wasn't always there. You know, I was a young lad. I was 19 before Melissa. Sorry, intern. Yeah. So, you know, I know what it's like. But at this point in my life, if I'm going to take a night off and go out for your birthday, I'm going to get what I want. Like when the menu come, I'm going to get what I want. I'm ordering what I want. I'm drinking what I want. And I'll pay for it. So I don't think if everyone else is on a budget, I don't want to infringe on, I don't want to eat according to your budget, all right? So I want to eat according to my budget. So I'll get whatever I want and then I'll pay for it. So generally, if I got something that's like extravagant and nobody else did, I'll just put more. And they'll be like, "Oh, let's split it." I'll just be like, "I got all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'll just pay more, and then you guys split the rest."
Yeah.
That's a very adulting way to look at it.
Very.
Yeah.
See, in my brain, it's like in college, because I feel like I don't do it very much now. Like I don't go out with like, it's easier to talk to you, Melissa. She should be here every episode.
Yeah.
I don't go out with like large groups of people now. If I go out for someone's birthday, it's someone I really like, and like it just doesn't matter to me. Like I kind of just have that mentality. But I feel like I used to go out with like there'd be like a friend group that I was kind of in, but like not really, because I was just in it because one girl really liked me, and so they hadn't kicked me out yet because I didn't go to like talk in any of the group chats, and I always got the front seat because the girl who liked me low-key liked me. And so like
This is getting hot.
so like I love having Melissa here. And so you would be like, you'd go to dinner and it would be like 10 girls, and the one girl whose birthday it is, like she would bring her boyfriend, and all of us would like sit around the table, and someone would walk in and they'd be like, the reservations for and we'd be like, and everybody in the restaurant would just groan, and we would be like, hi, like, you know, like, where are we sitting? And they'd be like, oh, we have you here. And then would look at it and be like, can we move there? Can we sit over there? That just feels like it's not near the air conditioning. And then we would all do that, and we'd get up and we'd move in this large group.
Your white girl voice is hilarious.
And then
your white girl voice is offensive to me. Women are the worst.
They don't like each other.
This is what I always say.
That's what you say.
Oh yeah.
You've been to a birthday party?
A million times.
Like a birthday dinner.
Where? Chuck E. Cheese?
No. When we were at school, we went to Arthur Ave. You've been there. It was like an Italian restaurant. And it was kind of, I'm the type of friend that just goes along with things. I don't plan anything. They're like, okay, we're going to walk to this restaurant. And I was like, okay, cool. And then it's like one of those things where it's like, we didn't get separate checks. We kind of like surprised the birthday girl. Like she kind of knew, but also like she offered to pay. And then we were like, no, like we're all gonna split it. So like one person paid it, and then we did the math and we just like Venmo'd that person.
Yeah,
that works.
For the people who don't know, that
Yours
person talking, the person talking was Melissa. She's our intern. We hired an intern
because we're growing.
Yeah, she
thanks to the adulterers.
She just sits here, but we like her company.
Yes.
And she's 19
and very chill.
But I know a lot of our listeners are older.
Yeah.
She's 19, but she knows a lot about life.
And we went to the same school. What was I gonna say? But you ever had the opposite where you go out for the friend's birthday and like, not that you order conservative, but like, you know, you're not trying to do anything too extravagant, and like they're loaded, so they're like, "Wait, you only got that?"
Yeah. I've been on that side too. I've been on that side. And then you're counting what they're ordering because you're like, "Are we gonna have to split this at the end?"
Right?
He just got the tomahawk steak
with the wagyu
seasoned in 1942
and truffle
drizzled
butter
with clase azul at the end of it. This is gonna be $1,000
with lobster.
Yeah. You know what I like to do?
Oh, man.
This is because I'm a grown up. Like, again, like you said, I'm an adult, right? So here's what I'll do. If I'm like, let's say I'm taking you out to dinner, like, so you won't feel that way, I'll be like, listen, tonight, I got it. Get whatever you want. It's on me. Don't worry about it. I'll pay. You pay the next one. But you'll never pay the next one because you're poor. But but it's nice you say that so they don't feel poor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's like an adult move.
Yeah.
You know, to yeah.
Well, that's like now though. Like, what did you do in college?
No, in college I was like that. In college, not just college. I think I was more poor after college than in college. Because in college you don't need that much money,
and you get refund checks. And stuff.
I had a job that paid me like $200 every 2 weeks, and I was balling with that. Like,
because you're living for free.
I have money to blow.
Yeah.
But after college, like when I first started comedy, I was making like probably like $20,000 a year. And doing comedy
in New York,
in New York, and doing comedy at night. So I was
basically
like
negative $50,000.
But I was never like sad, but like because I lived under my means.
Being broke is fun,
so I wasn't doing nothing crazy. Like
in college,
yeah. And if I were gonna go out to friends' dinner, like I'll be like, all right, I gotta save up like $150 for this dinner. So I was never like, oh, I don't got it, or I just wouldn't go.
Or like in college too, it's like if you had a college girlfriend or whatever, she would like get a cake or something from Entenmann's, and then all you wanted to do was get drunk. So like you weren't going out for like dinner. Dinner was probably Pugsley's or something like that.
Yeah. Also, you didn't know
pies.
what was like. You don't know like high end that well in college, or at least we didn't. Like because we just like just poor college kids. You don't know, like you'll be like, all right, celebrating a birthday at Applebee's. You know?
And then like if you had somebody who thought that they had some bread, then you went to the Cheesecake Factory. It's like, oh shit, I gotta put
That's
on
why
a
when the
sweater.
Cheesecake Factory got all that slander, I wasn't here for it.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Because I was like, that was what the rich kids did.
With the exactly
when I was in school.
With the warm bread.
Yeah, they wilding out.
Strawberry lemonade.
I went out for my sister's birthday recently, and it was 20 of us. That's a big one.
Did you take out a mortgage?
No, but it was good because my family member had worked it out where it was just a per person rate. So they brought out like 5 courses. It was unlimited wine, unlimited sangria, and it was like $75 per person for 20. So it was easy.
Cool.
It was easy,
Yeah.
But they forgot to tell you they didn't add the tax, so then you had to add a couple things to the tax. And people were like, "What? I thought it was 75." It's like, all right, but there's tax.
Yeah.
But that wasn't that bad.
But you know
everyone
what?
just Venmo'd me.
And that brings up another point too, where like I had a friend who was like, Girl math and girl logic is kind of
It's
interesting.
dumb.
It's very interesting. But like basically, she was doing
So is boy math.
something similar, right? Like where it's just like a set rate per person. But then a couple of the girls that she invited didn't bring any money. So then my friend had to end up paying for like 3 people, and she's like, I don't even know these fucking people. I just came like because you were nice enough to invite me, and the next thing you know, I'm paying like $500 for some bitches I don't even know.
That's crazy. That's not. You can't do that.
You can't do that. And of course, the girl whose birthday it was, she's wasted. So she's like,
Why didn't they have money?
I don't know.
Yeah,
This
you
girl
can't do
math.
that. You can't do that. I'm trying to think what I would do in that situation.
Like, do you walk out?
I don't want to pay $500.
I'm not paying $500 for people I don't know. You crazy?
Do you think, like, if you get invited to like a dinner party or dinner birthday party, do you get a +1 for a birthday dinner? Can you ask for a +1?
That's a good question. I think you got to ask.
Can you ask?
I think you should ask.
Or is that a weird question to ask your friend?
I think you can ask. I mean, I feel like I was a +1 a lot in college, but I was just like an unofficial +1 because like I was technically in the group chat because I hadn't gotten kicked out yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, but I was like on the outskirts. So I feel like if you're on the fringe, you can
You're on the
ask.
fringe.
You got kicked out of a group chat?
Yeah, like when there's if there's a group of girls that are all friends and you don't commit enough to them. Melissa's nodding. I love having you here. If you don't commit enough to them, like you don't give them enough of your soul, you usually get kicked out of said group. But nobody tells you. It's like unofficial. You're just like they start a new group chat that doesn't have you, so you don't ever leave the group chat. It's
You're just not included.
They just move on without you.
It's like is it like Mean Girls?
Yeah.
And then you don't realize, and then like 2 weeks later, you text the group chat and you're like, guys, when are we getting dinner? And nobody responds. And you realize that they renamed another one and then it doesn't have you in it.
And then they're texting another
And then
group
they're
chat.
like-
This idiot's asking us for dinner.
While they're at dinner.
Like we're at dinner.
Like
posting.
we're
Everyone
here.
block her on Instagram.
I didn't make breakfast enough times in a row.
Sometimes you ask a friend. Sometimes a friend asks you like to come to a birthday dinner, and then if you tell them that you're bringing a +1, they'll get mad. Like they'll get annoyed.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I just kind of just wanted you there. This is my birthday.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
details.
But I think as you get older, you understand that most people come with baggage.
Yeah.
They come with a
Big
girlfriend,
baggage.
whatever,
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Do
What
you-
about kids at a birthday dinner?
No, unacceptable.
Okay.
You know how I feel about kids.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Do you get your friends presents?
That's a great question.
Generally, no.
No.
Why not?
Guys, maybe some liquor.
Maybe some liquor.
Yeah, like a bottle. I'll do a bottle.
Yeah.
With whiskey.
Also, it's like it is hard to get a man something.
Not really.
Cause either you got to get him something that's expensive or something that's cute. And it's weird to get a man something that's cute and thoughtful.
I mean, you two are pretty easy. Sneakers and hoodies.
I probably got it.
Hats.
Like whatever you get me, I
That's
probably
great.
got it.
That's
That's
great.
not true.
I like find me something, right, for next week. Don't actually buy it, but just take a photo of it
But
A photo of it.
and be like, I would get, and say, this is what I would get you.
For your birthday?
Right. And then I'll tell you I'll probably have it. Like I'll probably have it.
But not only that, it's also like sneakers are expensive.
Yeah.
So it's just like am I really about
What do you
to
think
drop-
those cost?
I don't know. $100?
That's cute.
Well, I'm good at
$100. These ain't Skechers. $100.
$100. I got $100 flannel do-rag.
Yeah, it's $100,
You know what I mean?
Marty.
Like,
Okay, I don't know.
that's another thing
But,
too. Like being I'm diverting, but being this size and like trying to like be fly is wild expensive. It ain't no like Fashion Nova for men. I mean, I know that exists, but like we can't get away with it like women do. Like women are throwing like a $10 dress and like they look stunning.
fine.
Yeah,
They look
fine as
great.
hell. But like you throwing a $10 shirt and you like
It's
you're
ripping.
getting ridiculed.
It's gonna
from-
rip.
and you're getting ridiculed from everybody.
Yeah.
So it's just like for me, like, and I'm like, man, like to put together an outfit, like especially for a dinner, right? Upwards of $1,200. Suit,
A big if you're going fancy.
dinner,
you're going
right?
fancy dinner.
Suit, your shirt, your
Yeah.
shoes. It's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So like thinking about it from a gift perspective, it's just like, all right, a hat works, right? Like, but everybody's not balling either. So it's just like
A hat works, right? Yeah, I guess
Liquor,
you get a hat.
you know it's gonna get a
But
return.
why am I getting you a hat? Unless, I mean, yeah, look, if it some things, look, I'll take it back. I take that back. You can get a guy something that's thoughtful that you think they might mess with. There's a lot of like sports stuff. There's like team stuff. There's like a hat that you might have seen that's hard to get.
Yeah.
It's things. There are things. But generally, we just be like, all right, if we gonna hang out, we just gonna hang out and you just spend it there. Like instead of you getting me $100 sneakers, give me a shot of Clase Azul. And that's a tequila, by the way. I know we keep saying that.
Thanks, Ian.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I like giving gifts. So if I was to get
you're a woman.
Something for, well, I'd just put all the phrases that you say that's a t-shirt on. I'd compile them, and then I'd make one t-shirt with 10,000 phrases on it. And
that would be cute.
And I think, go. And that's what I would do.
Yeah, that would be cute. That would be a cute gift. But that's why you're a lady, because you're smart and thoughtful and compassionate.
And
men aren't like that.
Okay.
No. We open
just
up
take it. Just take the compliments. Sit in it.
We opened up the show with the
don't say nothing back.
600-pound man that was sending dick pics to cheat on his girlfriend who was half his size. Like our brains don't work like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you get married or you get a girlfriend, and then she's in charge of the gifts,
and she makes
so she'll
better.
be like, "Oh, it's APM's birthday. I was thinking we get him this," and you're like, "How much is that gonna cost me?" And she's like, $1,000, and you're like, "All right, I guess." I guess it costs $1,000 to have phrases written on a shirt. And then she steals half.
And then she gets the extra gift.
And gets a shirt that says Nike on it.
Yeah.
That's how adult couples work.
Yeah.
So you don't do gifts. Good to know.
I don't not do gifts.
Do you like your birthday? Do either of you like your birthday?
I'm coming around to it.
Well, my birthday's September 11th.
I know.
And then my birthday's always around Mother's Day. So
Is
it's
that a
May
reason
10th.
not to like it?
No, it's not a reason not to like it. But
mothers.
like my birthday always takes a back seat. It's just like I've given up on this. I don't matter on this day.
Yeah.
And when my birthday falls, no, seriously, when my birthday falls on Mother's Day, it's like,
regardless of whether it's a holiday or not, when you're a man, like your birthday don't matter.
Nobody cares about
it. Really only matters to your partner.
That's
you get
it.
a partner.
And
they'll get
mom,
you something.
And like
your mom,
or
your
like
parents,
a close aunt.
Yeah. But even
your dad,
even them.
My dad left what 2 and no birthday. I'm just playing. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no. As an adult, your birthday's only special to like 2-3 people.
That's it. And maybe if you have kids, and even then, they're just giving you socks.
And even then, they're giving you stuff with your money.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't remember people's birthdays? Like
I do. I know. Look, I know all of my best friends, all of my close friends that I grew up with. I know their birthdays.
Okay. And what do you do for it?
Shoot them a text.
I'll say happy birthday.
That's it. But that means something. That's crazy. I know you're laughing, but it means a lot. Like,
That's a big deal.
It does. It does mean a lot.
Okay, I have a good
I might send them a
question.
voice note.
What do you think about the birthday Instagram post? Because I think that's a thing.
That's a thing. I don't give you that. I won't give you a birthday Instagram post, but only because I can't just involuntarily bring my friends into my world because they're not part of this world. They are regular people with regular jobs. And if I post you on my story, you might get some psycho whatever, like now following you at your page thing. So I don't do that with like friends or family because they didn't decide. Yeah, they didn't
sign up for that.
They didn't sign up for this. And also they get no benefit of it either. They're like they only got to deal with the stupid part of it. They don't deal with like the perks
positive,
of having like a followers or
getting
whatever.
flown out to Soho.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Do
true.
you have a Finsta?
A fake Insta?
Yeah.
No.
That seems like it would take too much time.
Yeah. No, I don't think.
Do you?
Her real one. Her real one is a fake one. It's like another name.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a fake Insta. I mean, I don't think I'm at the level where I need a fake Insta.
No, but I feel like they're just fun because then people don't know it's you. Like, Melissa's nodding.
I also go on a podcast and say. I also go on a podcast and I say like anything. So it's like, what do I want to say on IG that I wouldn't want people to know?
Well, they're mostly for stalking, but okay.
To stalk?
Yeah.
I don't stalk.
I'm sure.
Yeah. No, for those people, that's fine. But I'm saying for me, for me, that's why I don't. I would if I got to the point where I needed it. If like my publicist was like, hey, your opinions are too radical and you gotta stop. You gotta stop spreading these.
We're losing deals
on the internet. Yeah, like you're about to lose. You're about to lose Nyan. You're about to lose.
Yeah.
So stop posting this. I'll be like, all right, maybe it's time.
I gotta fall back.
Yeah. But until that, I think it's thing. But look, I think with your best friends, you should know their birthdays. I think for like the next level of friends, look, when it's your birthday, if you're on social media, post about it. I've said this before. I think people who are on social media the whole time, like forever, and then on the day of their birthday, they post nothing, and then they get mad when people didn't know. You should post about it if it's your birthday.
Oh, I don't get mad when people don't know. I've fully accepted that nobody gives a fuck.
No, nobody cares about you. Why would you think anyone cares about you?
Nobody does.
I don't understand this.
And that's the part of adulting. Like, people got like shit to do.
This notion of human beings
It's
thinking
crazy.
that they matter. I don't get it.
It's crazy. Like, especially like friends who have children and stuff, like they don't even know where they're at. They got to take their kids to school, then they got to pay for the mortgage, and they got to do things like that. It's just like, why would I assume that like my birthday is important? My own father didn't. Again,
my friends who have kids, my friends who have kids, I look at them like they've moved on. Like they're like
in a different,
like they've passed on to a different life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still like on one life and they're like on another life.
They're
like ghosts.
Yeah.
Like they're just like in purgatory floating around. You know? And I'm like living, but like they'll see me, but like sometimes I don't even really see them.
And they pass right through.
They'll
you.
walk right by me, and I'm like, "Is that you?" I can't even. Like, I saw somebody walk by. It looked like my friend, but they had a kid, so I don't know.
No, exactly. That's how they do it.
I've gone down a rabbit hole on space. Did I talk about this?
Whoa, no.
Yeah, I'm like a big space nerd.
Let's
now.
reel this in, brother. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, space is just fascinating. I think I'll start adding that into the podcast every week. I'll
But
just
like,
say
what
a weird space stat.
What did you discover?
Well, I mean, this is my theory of insignificance. The more you learn about space, the more you feel insignificant and that we don't matter. Just because the massive, gargantuan size of space, the human mind can't even really fathom. Like, for example, like the Earth, we live on Earth. We think that the Earth is big, right? It's the biggest planet we've lived on. It's huge. It's massive. To fly to the other side of the world, it takes 20 hours, right? Some places to fly, to make a full circle to take 2 days if you were able to fly. It's a huge planet. But did you know that you can fit, I believe, 1.3 million Earths inside the sun?
No.
1.3 million Earths. Huh?
She's in school.
You knew that?
Yeah, I took astronomy.
Yeah. 1.3 million Earths inside the sun. And the sun is not even considered a huge star.
No.
It's a medium-sized star.
Yeah.
There's stars where you can fit 1 billion suns. 1 billion suns in the star. So the next time you think somebody should care about your birthday,
think about
listen to that statistic.
Think about that. And
listen to that statistic the next time you have a birthday on a Tuesday in the middle of April and you get mad that your friends didn't say happy birthday.
You're dealing with like mass and stuff. You're dealing with like the actual facts. When you start getting like trippy about it, like we're on a rock. We're on a flying rock.
Yes.
Orbiting a big ass ball of fire.
Yes.
And it's just like, hold on. How the fuck is this working?
At an incredible speed.
At an incredible speed. And you don't even feel the speed.
Millions of meters per second.
So it's just like,
And it's okay that your Roman Empire is space.
Let's do one more, then I gotta get out of here.
We gotta cut it?
Yeah,
we gotta land?
I got a birthday dinner.
Can I take one more guess at how much your shoes are?
Go ahead.
Okay. $600.
You went over.
You went a little over. But no, it's half.
Yeah.
Okay.
$350.
So I was 1/3.
That's not close.
Okay.
That's not you weren't even halfway there.
You wouldn't have got it on the prices right. But
I think you brought this up. If you go to dinner with a large group of people for your significant other's birthday, should you pay? Oh, we talked about that. Should you pay for dinner if you go with a large group?
Are you not understanding what I wrote?
No. If you go to dinner with a large group of people for your significant other's birthday, should you pay for everyone?
Or should you pay for your significant other, or should everybody pay for, like, split your significant other?
No, you gotta pay for the whole thing.
You got there's some men.
If it's your significant,
you might have to pay for the
you
whole
have to
thing.
pay
You
for
have
the
to
whole
pay
thing.
for the whole thing.
You might have to, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
If you invite
Darcy had a lot of
I
friends.
think if there's other men there, not to be sexist, but if there's other men there, it's different. But if you bring out like 3 of her homegirls,
it's all on you.
You don't have to. I don't want the men. I'm poor, and I'm gonna write that men don't have to pay anything because I'm a poor man that can
get a job.
I'm not saying you have to pay everything. That's not what I'm saying. Dude. But I'm saying that
get a job.
Ideally or theoretically,
you're paying for the whole thing.
It might be expected.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if you planned it,
and I'm poor too.
Yeah,
I'm with you. If you went to a friend's wedding and spent a lot of money, that was the one. Are they required to go all out for your
birthday?
Yeah.
I felt this way during Christmas because like I have 7 nieces and nephews, and I spend all this money buying them gifts, and I'm like, I don't have a kid. So I feel like my kid is not getting it. Like
there's no
it's not reciprocation. I was like, I need to bring a kid to this. Maybe I'll adopt.
That
Are you
would
ready
be
for that?
So cute.
Tune in. Maybe I'll adopt a kid.
That would be my favorite thing.
I'm gonna look into it. Maybe I'll come next week with like a Haitian or a Dominican, African kid, little boy just running around. You know. All right, I gotta go. We gotta land this.
Land this plane.
Volume 40, baby. Thank you guys for listening. For listening. That's how you say it, right? Thank you. Yeah, Melissa's an English major.
She's an English major.
She's here to correct our grammar.
Uh-huh.
If you guys want to see me on the road, this comes out on the 15th. This weekend, I'm in Austin, Texas at the Creek in the Cave. And next weekend, I'll be in Phoenix, Arizona at the House of Comedy.
Shout out to Phoenix.
Check out Ian Lara Live for dates. Follow the page, like all the things, do all the things, be good or be good at it.
This Saturday is the 20th of January. I will be at Taj, and I'm coming through to make people dance.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Adulthood Pod, Adulterers.
Bye, guys.
Peace.